It's not worth putting lots into special attack because you get Glacier so late and it won't help too much, and putting attack into an already high attack stat will just make the percentage of increase you get smaller and smaller, which is what you want. Pump HP and SP and use either trait. You want to use Catch, then Cute Powers with Frost Jump and Static Fur, then Splash to replace Static Fur, and then Glacier to replace what they call it, Cute Powers or Frost Jump, one of those. Uh, Next up is Embaval, and you should probably just put attack in him, as he's the only good in speed really. So attack, the trait is Vegetarian. The moveset is Slam, Cute Pose, Cinder, Toughen Up, and Boulder Barrage replacing Toughen Up. Sheartooth is next, and it's basically just HP for him, because he already has great defenses that won't get too much of a benefit from going higher than this. And you're probably usefully rested as the trait, though Super Sensory is also very good. Use Chomp, Mighty Roar, Power Burst, Faint Burst, and then Splash replaces Bubble Burst. Next up is your boy Beezel, which only benefits from attack really, because he has a priority move. You could probably put some bulk into him, but I could just put attack. And also use any of the 4 or 5 traits he has, because they aren't. None of them really shine more than any of the other ones. Alright, so moveset is Slam, Rage, Venomous Bees, Double Stink, Precision Eye replacing Slam, and Feelers replacing Venomous Bees. Up next is Gildwing, which you don't want to use because Gildwing has bad everything, but if you find the perfect or whatever, pump a special attack, and use either trait, because they're both useless outside of battle. Well, I guess you could use Rubber, but doesn't matter. Use Claw, Pocket Sand, Fast Strike, Coil Snatch, Wind Blast replacing Coil Snatch, and Agility Training replacing Pocket Sand. Following Gildwing is Slitherking, who probably want to build towards special defense and HP and use Molter. So, moveset is Poison Sting, Drain, Toughen Up, Constrict, Poison Jump replacing Poison Sting, and Epiphany replacing Toughen Up. 18 is Houndos, which is surprisingly early compared to like the rest of everything. Like Mino is 106, and you get Mino way earlier than Houndos. But anyway, Houndos is pretty bad until level 22 where it gets power talents. So you have to think about what you do, and you just put special defense on it because menacing. So yeah, special defense and maybe some HP if you're going above 40 special defense. Yeah, use Chomp, Mighty Roar, Fast Strike, Volt Lick, Thunder Strike replacing Chomp, and Power Talons replacing Volt Lick. And yeah, trait is menacing as I said before. After that we have Armadil, which needs special defense more than anything because of the vanilla one, and you probably want Hoarder. You don't have an option with your moves that really, because only for moves. Yeah, use Scratch, Toughen Up, Concentrate, Sabo Slash, and Distract replaces Scratch. Digmow is next, and it's the next Volt Card Solo War 2. And you probably just want to pump speed on it, as it already has great attacking stats, and use Lucky as a trait. Use Scratch, Coin Snatch, Sandball, Tailspin, Boulder Barrage replacing Scratch, and Double Slash replacing Tailspin. There is next, and probably only needs a he only needs speed because he already has a special attack, HP, and defense. So yeah, and maybe also attack. But it only really becomes useful very later on. So pump speed on it, and use static body. The moveset is Slam, Toughen Up, Lightning Strike, Taser, Body Blast, and which replaces Slam. Up next, I can find where I said Lampyre, so I'm just going to say it in editing form. Next up is my favorite electro type mon, which is Lampyre. I recommend pumping special defense and split attack on it and have Bright Light as a trait while you're still under a cave, but switch to Amplified after. The moveset is Scratch, Crit Pose, Form Diversion, Quad Volt, and Energy Drain, replacing Scratch. This is Lunarwulf, which is probably the worst. It's probably the most versatile Coromon ever, besides Froshell in its starting game build. But I think it works to put special defense on it because it synergizes with menacing to cover regular defenses. And yeah, Fate attack. We have no Mighty Roar, Hypno Wave, Shade Walker, Howl replacing Hypno Wave, and Futu replacing Fate attack. Pitterbyte is the one that was the best mon in the CBF before we realized everything that Power Spikes later is a lot more OP. So you probably just want to have Rubber on Pitterbyte because only Armadil and Aroara have higher attack than you. So you are just going to be wasting your trait if you use Overclocker in the demo. Use Slam, Feelers, Propeller Punch, Factory Reset, and Face Slap replacing Slam. Gauslime is the last electric type I will be talking about in this video, and you don't want to use it because of its horrible stats. At level 25 it has 47 HP. At level 15 Pitterbyte has more HP, which is a so probably just pump HP into it and use Sticky Layer or Stinky. Either one is great here. And the moveset is Face Slap, Toughen Up, Disable, and Last Stand. Next up is Mino, and you want to use attack on it because it will synergize later on with a move it has. It's motivated on everything besides Voltcar. So Tailspin, Cute Pose, Rage, Piercing Horns, replacing Tailspin, and never use Tailspin again because my god, it's so bad. Agility Training, and then Body Blast replacing Cute Pose. And last is Froshell, which can run everything because it has the largest move pool in the game with like 9 or 10 moves. I think if you just bump HP into it, it's going to be good because that size is particularly low. But I guess everything would work. And use Clean Retreat. And honestly, whatever move types you use besides having Ice Wall and not using Hypno Wave is going to be perfectly viable. And yeah, that was it for this video. I talked a bit fast, but editing me should have put in everything good. So you should have understood. Also timestamps are in the description or in chapters. So yeah, first access. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!